Good morning. um, I've been thinking about doing a stream like this for a while. I've never done it before, and I thought it'd be fun to give it a try because this time in the morning before I go to work is usually when I'm working on, writing scripts, editing shorts, all that stuff that's not like the actual streaming part of what I do for content is done today in research, and um, so I thought I would try and do a co-working stream because I'm doing this anyway, and I don't know, I find the idea of doing virtual like body doubling, I think is what it's called, kind of nice. So um this will be kind of a scaled back version of what I have in my head of what this could be, mostly because I just wanted to try it. But if you have something you want to work on, I'm going to do the like 20-minute sections until I get hungry for breakfast. So, um, one of the things I'm working on, I'm writing a script about blockbusters because it's related to Jaws, of course. So right now I'm reading this book. It is so busted. I don't know if you can see it, but this is bent. I'm sure it got wet. Anyway, there's not any like and there's a big tear right here that goes like through the pages. You can't really see it here, but anyway. So for my first 20 minutes, I'm going to be reading this, taking notes. Um, so without further ado, let's get started. I have lots of book to read. So I've set up a little timer. Again, this is a scaled back of what I'm envisioning, but this is essentially what I'm thinking. So let's get started. Okay. Oh, it changes color. How fun. Okay, where did I leave off? Hello. I'm doing well. I'm reading. Always fun. How are you doing this morning? Hello, hello. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're having a good day so far. I'm reading through this book about blockbusters. It's very interesting. I'm just reading a part about how when Jaws like did so well, because it's kind of cited as the first blockbuster. Um, it what ended up happening? Anyway, I'm just reading through like movies that made like the top grossing movies of the 19 till 1975. That makes sense. Um, oh right, welcome again. Another not gaming stream. Sorry, I am playing Final Fantasy. Oh geez, 7 remake on Saturday, which is Like, I feel like, anyway, I just can't decide what I want to do all the time. So I just do a little bit of everything. The Godfather, The Exorcist. Wild. Yeah. So I am playing games also, but trying things, you know. I'm in my experimentation phase always. I should play Mario stuff. Yeah, I'm playing Final Fantasy, and then I do play a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm just kind of waiting for the new update that's happening a week from today. So I will be playing more when the new update comes out and they have the new Star Path and all that stuff. But for now, we're kind of between things, so I'm just chilling. That's fascinating. But okay, now they're talking about Star Wars, and they're saying that Memorial Day weekend, because I the first chapter was about Jaws. Now they're talking about the OG Star Wars and how they released it over Memorial Day weekend, which apparently then was a dead weekend. That's crazy. Because now, like this year, I think the new Mission Impossible came out that weekend, and many other big films have come out Memorial Day weekend. So that's just kind of crazy to me that that was considered a dead weekend in the 70s, almost 50 years ago. What games? I mean, I want to finish Mass Effect. I started playing it last year, but then I got a new computer, and all the mods I had are on the old one, or were. And so I need to. My husband is the one that sets that up for me. You know, would need to fix that. And then I played Tales of the Shire on Saturday. I'll be playing more of that, I'm sure. Um, oh, this isn't page 41. No, you're good. I have played some Kingdom Hearts. The only problem is every time I play it, my streams get flagged for copyright, which I guess would be fine now that I record my own streams. I used to download the VODs from Twitch or YouTube, and now that I just record as I stream, so that wouldn't matter so much because I already have the audio. Because basically, what it'll do is it'll just like during the stream, and then that's annoying for VOD purposes, or like, since I'm also on YouTube, just when you're done, the stream is just stored on your YouTube channel. That's true, but the music is so good. Like, I've actually never fully played a um Kingdom Hearts game all the way through, but I have like watched my brother play through them and my husband play through some of them. So I'm familiar with like the way it sounds, and without the music it just feels incomplete. I don't know. But yeah, I think that would be fun if I could figure out. I mean, it's on PC now. It'd be cool if they had a streamer mode, but I kind of doubt it. Disney Dreamlight Valley has a streamer mode, which is nice. This is fascinating reading about Star Wars. You know, now one of the most profitable movie franchises of all time, and how, like, people were like, what is this? Yeah, yeah, and then I'm gonna move to a different thing because that's how I work. I can't do one task for too long. Maybe that's why I don't get as much done, but I get a lot of little bit of everything done. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to do like a co-working stream. I've never done it before because this time of day is normally when I'm just working on stuff. I was like, I could make it into a stream. So this is what I would be doing anyway. But I'd have no one to talk to. So, because my husband is usually sleeping, as he is now. So it's just me. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy you're here. It feels good to have company, even if it's digital company. That's crazy. George Lucas would handwrite the script for Star Wars. I don't know why that's so what. That seems like so much work. I guess computers weren't as big of a thing, but you could at least type it up. I don't know. Oh, it's done. I have done. Well, I guess have I done Mario games? I more do Zelda than anything else because I don't. I have Mario Kart, but other than that, I don't think I have any Mario games. There's my bookmark under my notebook, of course. I could. I have always wanted to play like Mario Odyssey. I never have. Um, I played the demo of the Princess Peach game, and I thought that was delightful. But I was also like, there's so many games like this. Yes, yeah, I mostly just do Zelda, and that's all. Yeah, I've played some of the. I'm really bad at finishing games, is my problem. I need to just like stick with a game so that I can finish it. Yeah, for now, yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I started like earlier this year, and I'm still not very far. So that's just how I am. I'm gonna pull up my video editing. That was my other thing. I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna find anything to edit because yeah, no, I'm the problem is I'm just inconsistent. So and I like doing too many things to like stick with just one thing at once, which is a problem I have. Okay, where am I going? Streams, that's where I am. Okay, I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to come up with a clip for. I usually try and do shorts when I don't stream. And so I already have one for tomorrow from a stream I did Saturday. So I'm trying to decide what to do for Friday because I'm streaming Saturday again. I'm gonna look through my. This needs to not be full screen because I can't see the chat if it's full screen. Alright, we'll see how we're looking here. Okay. No, I don't want that. Hold on. See how much I can fit in here. It's so small. If I keep it in the frame. This is so funny. I don't. I'll cut off the tabs. That's fine. Well, let's see. This one is actually the full. So, the cool thing about my new computer is that my husband set it up so that I can record both, the stream as you see it now, with me on top of stuff, my full like computer screen, which is great for games because then I can cut around myself, if that makes sense. Like I can just have the gameplay and then also my camera, like my full camera. So when I edit stuff, if I'm doing like, an edit of me reacting to something, and because I post on, Shorts, TikTok, also on Twitter and other stuff. So I'll have this version for Twitter and Threads and all that jazz, and then I have another timeline for my what's it called, for my vertical stuff. So this is composed of those two different cameras. So you can see I have this is my computer screen. This is just me. And then this one, which you can't see because it's covered up by these, is, you know, the full thing. If you were to look over, there's me. So that makes my life easier. But I don't remember there being anything really crazy happening. I'm trying to remember. I've already made 2 clips from this stream. I usually try and look for parts in my stream where the sound waves are really loud. Because I'm like, I'm probably reacting in some way here to something. Look, this is my laughing. Do you want to... I've seen it enough times that that's what my laugh looks like in sound wave form. I'm going to turn this down a little bit so it sounds a little bit different from me talking. See, that's me laughing. What am I laughing at? I don't know. Let's find out. It would work. So I'll cut this. And I'm going to keep all of the things so I can just move it to the other size. Like this. So yeah, this is what I'm doing in the mornings. It's just me here. I also video edit for my day job. So this is all I'm doing all day long. Not this exactly, but I'm going to disable that. I'm going to apply the attributes so I don't have to resize it again because I am lazy. No, I don't want to remove attributes. I want to paste them. So now it's the same sizing as here. And since I had the paid version of Resolve, this is not part of the free version, which it is free, which I love. I love Resolve. I can go in here and have it create subtitles for me, which, oh my gosh, it saves me so much time. Okay. It just takes a second. And if I want to just have it do one clip, basically I just set the in and out with I and O. All right, let's see how the computer did with the captioning. Why is there like no punctuation? That's funny. Chasing Wild Good, that hobbit looked really fed up. Okay, there is a period there. I know how he feels. I wonder if I... Hold on. I cropped the bottom so that you can't see that they're talking, which makes things a little confusing, I think. So let's move that down just a tad. Make this a little smaller. Oh yeah, because I made this one a little bit bigger. I'm going to take the sizing from a different short where the talking was more important. Okay, yeah, that will make it more clear. Because I was like, you can't even see Ripper talking. It looks really small now, but it'll be better when I'm going to crop the bottom a little bit because I'm getting a little bit of my desktop in there. Still, there's a tad. Okay, there we go. And then I add in a laughing caption because it doesn't, like, oh, that's a long laughing caption. Goodness. Oh yeah, I closed everything. I was like, where's all my stuff? I just want to add a caption here. titles. It's usually at the bottom. No? Oh, I'll just copy this. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this'll work. So, I will take the captions from here and move them over to where I originally cut it. And then sometimes if the reaction is big enough and I think it would serve the story a bit better, I will sometimes fade the stream out and cut to just me. So I'm going to do that here for the laugh, because suddenly, you know, now that I'm not reading anything, what's actually happening in the stream does not matter anymore, if that makes sense. So I'm going to fade in myself. That was good, guys. That was a good joke. Oh, I can just cut to me for the rest of this, because I don't actually end up reading any more of it. So what I'll do is I'll add a fade here, kind of fade over the other footage. I'm gonna zoom in too. You don't need to see my Lego boxes back there. Show off my fun Legos. All right, let's just scroll through this. Is that too close? Maybe. I'll zoom out a tad. Okay. Yep, that feels good. Okay. So now I'm going to export this, do my ins and outs. So I'm not exporting the entire timeline. What am I going to call this? Goose Chase. This is for Twitter. I want to make sure that the subtitles aren't being burned in. And then I'm going to switch over to my vertical timeline, check the ins and outs. Yeah, I reset them. It does that sometimes. Well, I actually don't think I set them anyway. And then this is my YouTube version, or at least, you know, my vertical version, but YT is faster to type. And then I'm going to render them. I've actually never tried to render something while I'm streaming. It is still very fast, to be fair. These clips are like super quick. So yeah, that's how I make my clips. My other stuff, my stuff that's not from streams usually takes longer because I'm actually like filming something and editing, what's it called? You know, getting clips, editing those in. But stream clips are a lot easier to put together because all the pieces are already there. I don't have to like create anything because I already made it. So, yeah, that's exciting. I have a clip for Friday. So that was part of my goal today to get that done. But yeah, I love Resolve. I'm very anti Premiere. Not that I think it's like bad necessarily, but I think it's annoying that in order to do like coloring or any audio stuff, you have to like export it and send it to another program. That just seems so crazy to me. Oh, the mouse is disconnecting. That's what that was. It's fine. It's plugged in. I don't... Sometimes it's not plugged in, so maybe that's why it's mad. But yeah, that's how that works. I'm actually gonna add it to my YouTube. Can I do that while I'm streaming to YouTube at the same time? Because if I don't do this now, I'll forget. Because I really should get like a social media app that will upload things for me. But I'm just too lazy. And so instead, I spend all this time like uploading things by hand. So I also write all of my letterbox reviews in the morning. So I watched oh my gosh, Freakier Friday yesterday. I actually really liked it. I went into it kind of thinking that it would just be okay. I thought the trailers were whatever, but I really enjoyed it. I went with my mom and my dad. I remember seeing the first one with my mom when it came out, and I just have this memory and this like emotional part of it attached to it where I feel like it was the first time my mom and I ever did something like as the girls, like, oh, let's go, and later we, go shopping or whatever. But I was like, I felt less like a kid, even though when did that first one come out? Um, Freaky Friday. 2003. So I would have been, oh my gosh, why can't I do math? 7? I was not that old. I wasn't a teenager yet, so I wasn't having that like teen experience quite yet. But I still felt like, oh, this is so fun to like bond over womanhood as I understood it at 7 with my mom. And so I just have this distinct emotional feeling about that movie. So it was fun to see it with her, and my dad also wanted to come. I'm glad he came. That was fun. So I'm really glad we went, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen a Disney film in a long time. Trying to think what the last one was. Like in theaters. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute. Because a lot of the stuff they do, I'm like, well, it'll be out on streaming. That's my thinking all the time. And I think that that's part of why they're struggling. Is they're oversaturating their own market. B, they're also such a distinct brand that they've been building for so long that people are like, oh, yeah, I know that's a Disney thing. That will be on Disney Plus eventually. At least that's how I think of it. Like, I haven't seen a Disney film in ages because I'm always like, well, I can watch it at home. And then I end up not watching it. I have not seen any Marvel stuff for a long time. I guess I saw the Agatha show. That's probably the last Marvel thing I watched. And then before that, I don't even know. Anyway. Yeah. Those are my thoughts about what Disney is doing. What time is it? Oh, I can do another 20-minute thing. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go make breakfast. Oh, come on, mouse. Okay, this time I'm going to write some other stuff. So I need to shift things around today. Again, this is honestly good because even though I'm still talking through a lot of this, it's forcing me to stay at the desk instead of like running around and doing other stuff, because that's another thing that I do. So this is my dedicated time for that. For sitting. So I will sit some more. Yeah, and it depends, like I feel like they've been playing it really safe lately, so I find it hard to want to watch some of their stuff cuz they're doing a lot of remakes and um I don't know. I only have so much time. So like if it doesn't really interest me, I'm not going to bother, I know it's like Disney tangentially, but I am excited for the come on. I'm just gonna mute the computer. I don't know what is happening. And the beeping is annoying. And I'm not playing any audio anyway. Um so I don't know. I'm more discerning, I guess, with what I'm watching there. Because there's just so many movies out all the time and there's so much to watch. So it's hard to want to be like, oh, I have to see this or this. But anyway, not that I don't like Disney. They play it safe, which is fine, but less interesting. Okay, I'm gonna. This is so annoying. What is it struggling with? Keyboard. Oh, don't mind me. I forgot that this is like also showing. I'm trying to troubleshoot here. Hold on. Just don't connect to it. Remove it. Stop that. It just keeps beeping. And now the mouse is not working at all. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, it's plugged in. Maybe it's not actually plugged in. Well, I will keep writing, I guess, but I can't use my mouse anymore. But the beeping has stopped. That was the goal. Yeah, I think it's just maybe not actually plugged in. I don't know. That's so weird. Because it looks like it is. But I kept trying to connect wirelessly still and was disconnecting. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There's normally a thing there. Maybe I try plugging it in and out again. Can I? I can move the mouse! Look at it! There it is! I fixed it. And hopefully it will stop beeping at me. I seriously, I've just been hearing like, da-da, 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 because it's trying to connect to the mouse. The mouse. You can see my, look, I can highlight this. I can pause this. My mouse just like wasn't working, and I was like, I'm just not gonna deal with that. And then I finished what I was writing. I was like, I need to go back. I need to fix it. And all I did was unplug and replug the like wireless thingy that it connects to. You're fine. I'm just having my own little mini tech journey here. While I'm trying to work. Oh gosh. But hey, I'm getting stuff done. So I'm cool with that. I'm switching notebooks now because I'm a nerd and have more than one notebook in which I do streaming stuff. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. But yeah, my mouse is working now, which is not really important for the reading purposes, but it will be helpful when the stream is over and all that jazz. Oh man. But hey, this has been fun. I will say. No. Okay. This is crazy. I'm just going to turn the volume down so you don't have to hear the beeping. And I will turn my own volume down. And then I can't hear myself talk, but that's okay. It just sounds a little different. But you can still hear me. Yeah, okay. It's always something. There's always something. I had no idea that the production for Star Wars was so troubled, like the original one, because you always hear about how Jaws was like had a really terrible production, but then I feel like you just hear about the successes of like people talk about Jaws that it's a success in spite of itself. And there's a little bit of that with Star Wars. Um but it's a little more like, oh, it was so small. But they're talking about how like George Lucas would get like foot infections and the cameraman didn't like him and the crew voted the last day if they wanted to do overtime and they said no because they were having such a terrible time, I guess. Oh my gosh, and they spent half of their budget at ILM on 3 shots and he's all freaking out. That's so frustrating. That's wild. That's so funny. He showed it to Brian De Palma and Steven Spielberg and some other people, and they did not like it. To be fair, he's probably getting to this. His wife ended up recutting the movie and like saved it. It opened in 35 theaters. That's crazy. For context, Jaws opened in 400 because they were so confident in Jaws that they were like, oh, we're going to do a wider release. 35. That's bonkers. That's not what would happen today, that's for sure. I'm dying. I was comparing Star Wars to like American history, and I don't know, my read of the original Star Wars is America's the Empire, really, and the rebels are, it's like the Vietnam War, essentially. And I don't know if that was like on purpose, but that's more what it feels like to me than telling of the beginning of America. I don't know. I'm not following this. All right, that's another 20 minutes. I feel like I got stuff done. I made it through almost 30 pages of this book, which is good because I'm taking notes too. I put together a short. I struggled with the computer. But it seems to have stopped beeping at me, so there's at least that. Yeah, I could see myself doing this again. I'd want to like make like a real timer instead of just using someone else's or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was fun. I got some stuff done. Thank you. I am. It's been interesting. I wanted to mostly learn more about. Oh, there goes my phone. I mostly wanted to learn about Joss, which was the first chapter, but now I'm like curious about the rest of it. So we will see. But yeah, I feel like I got stuff done, and it was fun chatting with you this morning. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have to go make myself breakfast and go to work. Go to my for real job. But I'll be back on Saturday, actually playing a game this time. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful, what day is it? Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. Goodness. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see y'all Saturday. Yeah. So I'll actually be playing the game instead of just talking. There will be talking, obviously. But anyway, have a good one. Bye.